Hey everybody, Invisible and Nenra here. And recently, I uncovered a cartoon gem from the 80s. Now, all of you are wondering, what is this cartoon that I'm going to talk about today? Well, I am going to talk about a cartoon called Rambo and the Force of Freedom. Yes, this is the same Rambo that was portrayed by Sylvester Stallone in First Blood. But unlike that version of Rambo, this version of Rambo is basically fun-loving. He goes on missions with these military organization called the Force of Freedom, and they go up against an evil organization called the Secret Army of Vengeance and Global Evil. Well, if I remember, that's what it's called, or Savage for short. And so that's one of the few things that they do. And they basically made it become a really friendly cartoon that children can watch. And they made it so as long as they didn't include any of the violence in the First Blood movies or novel. Well, otherwise, the children would be traumatized to life. Yeah, I'm not going to get you guys wrong. All the First Blood and stuff came from the novel written by David Morrell. And plus, believe it or not, they actually ripped off G.I. Joe. Hey, don't get me wrong, guys. They took everything G.I. Joe had and made it into their own. Not completely, though. I mean, they had the toys, they had the cartoon, the good guys, the bad guys. Even the two Ninja Warriors aligned to those good guys and bad guys. And I just basically was like, oh my god, they just ripped off G.I. Joe. But anyway, I heard that this cartoon had a lot of controversy. Yes, the controversy sparked from the First Blood movies, which featured John Rambo, a man haunted by his past, and mercilessly kills soldiers in Vietnam. And boy, let me tell you, I don't blame Rambo. No, I don't. And I'm pretty sure when people first saw the cartoon, some of them were like, "Whoo! We thank Bon Jovi. Now my kid can watch Rambo without having to watch the First Blood movies." Other words are like, "How dare you put Rambo into a kid-friendly cartoon?" I was like, come on, people, make up your mind. But aside from that, more controversy came from the merchandise, mainly the Thermos metal lunchbox. This was probably the last lunchbox that Thermos ever made, because these things can particularly be used as weapons in playground fights. And all it takes is just one swing, and you are knocked the hell out. Blunt force trauma, my guy. And you would be lucky if your parents got you to the hospital in time. And if you think the controversy stopped there, then you're wrong. More controversy came from one of the villains in the cartoon. This guy right here, Nomad. He looks like a stereotypical terrorist. Minus the stereotypical terrorist stuff that usually stereotypical terrorists would do. Not trying to be offensive to those out there. No, I'm not. Because I'm saying that stereotypes are BS, as what Zarbon said in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Because, kids would be scarred if they actually saw the stereotypical stuff. But aside from all that, I think the cartoon was pretty good. And believe it or not, this is not the first time that a cartoon creator did this. Turn a violent source of fiction meant for adults into a kid's cartoon. I mean, they did it to RoboCop, they did it to Toxic Avenger, even Mortal Kombat. And seriously, y'all, we should just agree to respect our opinions and do all that other stuff. And I'm a head out guy. Guys, thank you for watching the video. Tell me your opinions on Rambo and the Forces of Freedom below. And if you haven't watched it, it's okay. And just tell me how you felt when you found out that they made a adult source of fiction for a kids cartoon.